Hey guys, welcome to your love reading, Spiritual Infusion 1111. Let's get into this reading. What energy, what's the message we have for the collective? First card out, we have Heart on Lockdown. Okay, so let's start here. First of all, it is a number 98. Okay, so that's the very first thing. Okay, right now, you guys could be dealing with somebody, and this could even be you as well, right? Because there is a level of duality or even this mirrored effect, right? But somebody here has really this wall that they've built around their heart. Whether that's because this person has had past trauma, past disappointment, repeated hurt or betrayal. It feels like whoever you're dealing with, and this could be you too, that you've been through it. And now you're in a place where you're in a very protective energy. This is an energy where you or your person could be in a place where they're very emotionally defensive, and there is a lack of vulnerability and a resistance to love. So you may be in a place where you're keeping your distance from this person, and because you've given to them and given to them and given to them, and for whatever the reasoning is, every time you give to this person, it's confusing because they're closed off to whatever is going on. You may even feel like when this person says something, it's open-ended, or you truly feel like they've disconnected from your situation or even from your relationship, right? There could have been a level of false promises here, even like baiting, whatever it is, it's just not enough. I also feel like for some of you, your person could be very focused on their finances right now, prioritizing their ego, their status, or their logic over feelings. And this could be an energy that held them back from the very beginning because it is a closed off energy. It's almost this defensive energy where whoever you are or your person is, you could be in a place where you're really protecting your heart at all costs. I also feel like too, with this being a number 98, 9-8 could be significant, 98 could be significant, 8-9, you could be a life path 8. Okay, but the 9 is reflecting an emotional ending, past wounds, right? Deep internal reflection, while we also have this 8 showing power, control, and a cycle of behavior. And together, that past pain is controlling the defense of the number 8. So this is somebody who's learned from experiences, but now is overly protecting themselves. And this could even be you, because the song is Because of You by Kelly Clarkson. And this is somebody where you're talking about, my walls and my boundaries are very much up because I don't trust you in any type of capacity. And again, for some of you, you're the one whose heart is on lockdown, where there's somebody coming in trying to make amends. Okay, for others of you, this could have been your person. But again, with this love in retro, it's coming back around. This is somebody that doesn't want to let go of you, especially with the 5. You know what I'm saying? Part of the problem with your connection or with your situation is the fact that this person was confused with what to do when it did come to you. So yeah, maybe there was mixed signals. Maybe there was some level of emotional unalignment here, misalignment, because your relationship was tested and there was challenges that tested the stability of whatever you were being built. Now, I do want to say this is a energy of the past. So what we are learning now deeper into the reading is that this heart on lockdown could be you, it could have been your person, but it's coming in as past energy. Okay, so in the past, there could have been unclear communication. There could have been intentions that you were uncertain about. What are your intentions for me? What do you want when it does come to me? And there could have been some type of past situation that has resurfaced. However, something here is stuck or it's been delayed, but that doesn't mean it's not happening. It just means that the progress of your connection has ultimately slowed down, and you may be even in a place where you're questioning yourself with what's being offered. Okay, but you are being emotionally tested right now is also what I'm gathering. By the way, before I continue, this is my new Sacred Reflections deck, okay? I have a bunch more that I've ordered for you guys, okay? It does come with, I'm showing you guys all of this. It does come with your own Sacred Reflections guidebook. It has the barcode that you guys can scan to get the songs. And it's 222 pages that your girl, wrote herself. So I'm really excited. And it also has the purple gilding. It's beautiful, okay? So I just wanted to throw that out there. So this will be coming available soon to my website, all right? So look out for that. So in the past, this is somebody who wasn't ready to let go, okay? But at the same point in time, there was a lot of tests that were being done because of this person's ego, or even your ego as well. Sometimes it could be a multitude of both coming in here, but you have somebody that's in a very deep reflective state, okay? They're thinking about you, they're dreaming about you, they want to take this next step. They can't get you out of their mind, but also on top of it, whatever their vision is, they're dreaming of you. They could be astral traveling to you. They could be doing a lot of different things, right? But what's happening here is that they're receiving messages past wherever we are currently, past the physical world. So there's a lot of subconscious thinking and speaking going into this person, where even their dreams are becoming a gateway into a deeper understanding of their intuition when it does come to you. So they're receiving a lot of spiritual communication, and they're beginning to acknowledge that this is not just their imagination, but that this is access. This is night vision. This is this person receiving symbolic messages that are coming through when they're asleep, and they're beginning to understand, or they're beginning to awaken, that their spirit is activating, that they're receiving these downloads, that they're processing these emotions, and they're revealing the truth that may not be so clear in the 3D world, but they're paying attention to their dreams, and they're really acknowledging what they are. Okay, they're acknowledging the significance. They're acknowledging the fact that they feel safer. I feel like for some reason this person feels safer in the dream realm. Because remember, you have the 6 and you have the 4. The 6 is a very emotional energy, right? It's intuition, it's emotional depth, it's inner awareness, while you have that 4 representing structure, grounding, foundation. So together, what's happening is, even in numerology, it's bringing the subconscious insight into the conscious understanding, grounding what is felt into the known. So 6 plus 4 is 1. That's also what it's doing, is it's representing a new awareness, a new awakening, and a personal activation. The song is Dream by Chris Brown. 6-4 can be significant. 64. June 4th. Or April 6th could be significant. You could be a life path 5. You could be a life path 8, born on the 8th. But even in the song, right? The song Dream is reflecting this desire, this person's imagination and emotional depth, capturing the feeling of being lost in a dreamlike state where fantasy becomes reality and reality is fantasy. So this person is also in a place where they're trying to process whether or not, is this a dream? Are you too good to be true? Is this what it's meant to be? Okay? Because again, there's a lot of truth that this person needs to come forward and be very honest about. And the song, the thing is I have a song. This is about this person sitting here saying, listen, I have a story. And in my story, if you let me tell my story, you're going to understand why my heart was on lockdown. You're going to understand why I needed to take a pause. Well, I needed to figure out what was best for me, because you, the collective, are like a dream to me. You're like a dream come true. And I don't want to remove that. But at the same point in time, I have to be very honest with you and also with myself with how I feel. But a part of this is coming from this person being very honest and expressing the divine insight that's been given to them in the dream realm. Because the reality is this. Your person is beginning to understand that their voice is a vessel, and that's where the truth flows. And this person, they're getting these intuition hits, they're getting these visions, they're getting these thoughts. They have this inner knowing that's undeniable when it does come to you. They're no longer guessing, they're no longer questioning, but they're receiving the truth. They're tired of not speaking their truth. They're tired of not acknowledging the fact that they themselves have now had visions. And the thing is about this card, it's talking about the heightened awareness of the third eye activation. This is somebody who's able to receive beyond the illusion and tap into both truths, not only the dark, but also the lighter aspect of things. And this person is also realizing that, channeling the truth, that this truth that they need to communicate to you, that it may not be something that is comfortable to them, but it's necessary because the truth will set you free. And it's clarity, and this clarity that they need to give you, or the clarity that they need to find for themselves when it does come to you, it's accessing or it's channeling both the black and the white, both the light and the shadow. And it's seeing beyond the illusion. It's being open to a higher intelligence. It's understanding that this is a divine connection. With this triangle, it's representing a divine connection. A mind, body, spirit alignment, and a higher level of knowledge that's entered into this person's consciousness. You're like this little person sitting on top of their head, saying, you know exactly who I am. But this person needs to express it versus suppress it. Let me say that 3 times fast for the cheap seats in the back. Your person needs to express their truth versus suppressing it. Because they want to tell you the truth, but they keep holding back. But they know that you're aware to it. So this is all about a shift in the perspective that cannot be ignored. And this is receiving the truth that supersedes beyond the logic. 7-6 can be significant. 6-7 can be significant. I feel like June is going to be a big month for a lot of you. Because again, what we're seeing here is that this person is tapping into their intuition. In the past, what stopped the two of you from coming together was this person's heart, what they found important, what they found not important, what they wanted to channel, what they didn't. You have a reunion coming in here with somebody. You have somebody here that wants to be close to you. You could be going to an event. You could be going to a concert. You could be taking pictures with this person. Whatever it is, this is something that is destined regardless. This is something that you cannot make up. This is something where this person wants to tell you how bad they want to be with you. I used these cards yesterday in the live reading I changed it from Spiritual Infusion Clips to Spiritual Infusion Unfiltered. Okay, that's where you're going to get the raw, real Whitney outside of the 5D Whitney. Okay, so there is a reading today. It probably already premiered prior to this premiering, but go check out Spiritual Infusion Unfiltered. Subscribe, like, because that's where I'm going to be doing all of the live readings, okay? But even in yesterday's reading, we saw that there is a reunion coming. And the thing about this reunion, with it being a 34, right? And as we learned, for those of you guys that did watch the Book of Enoch, and I'm not done with that series yet, but essentially, we saw that the number 7 was God's divine number, right? So even tapping into the 7, right, it's representing this divine alignment. So you have somebody here that wants to tell you, look, I know being with you, I'm in divine alignment. I know with you, I have a level of spiritual purpose. I know with you, there is a level of completion because you are the perfect person for me. But now this person is feeling like they're being aligned in God's timing, because this card is all about the alignment, but when both individuals are ready, that's when the union follows. So We also have to think too, I feel like there's two timelines here that are merging together as one. And I don't even know how exactly that works, but it works. And this is a destined return, right? This is a connection where the two of you are meant to come back together after time, right? After time, after distance, after confusion and illusion, right? This is two people finding their way back together because they already know what the truth is, that they feel incomplete. And now there is going to be an opportunity where they can fulfill this. This is not a random thing. This is destined. And this card reflects the soul recognition that never faded, even though this person was in a negative headspace, but that the timing wasn't right. And now the two of you are becoming more aligned because this person is aware of the spiritual connection. And now they're more ready. And this is a moment where past and present, they meet again. And the choice is that this person can choose differently. Because yeah, there was a lot of time where this person needed to separate to grow. Never Stop is the song, by the way. And with the song Never Stop, I don't know if you guys know who that's by, but it's by Safety Suit. And essentially what the song does is it's reflecting this like love, this perseverance, and the idea of like never giving up on a connection. Okay? That embodies faith and emotional resilience. But then again, you have this 28 popping in here. So there's a lot of change, but in order for this person to change, they had to get in touch with their inner child. They had to work on that. They had to work on, why is it that my heart is on lockdown? My heart's on lockdown because I'm acting like a child. I may be a grown person, woman, man, whatever, but at the same point in time, however you identify, right? There's a lot of personal development that needs to occur here in order for this person to stop running from the connection and really appreciate it. Because this is a Stay With Me song by Sam Smith. Stay with me, please. Right? This is somebody that understands that they had to do the work on themselves first, but they're longing for you. They want to be emotionally vulnerable. They desire the connection even during moments of separation. So, yeah, is there tension between the two of you? Of course, but if you understood the fact that this person needed to grow, you would understand the evolution and the duality of the journey from the innocent to the mature. But that only happens through experience and time. With these roots showing, right? This is the development within. It's growth that's outward, and it's strengthening the foundation of this person's self, but it's also asking this person to activate and transform, to take this powerful shift. Even when it feels intense and uncomfortable, this person is being asked to grow outside of that. Because even in separation, the connection is still whole. But it is emphasizing that there's been a level of distance, and that doesn't mean a disconnect. It just means that this person needed time to completely transform who they are when it does come to you. Because this is somebody that literally views you as their ride or die. They have loyalty to you. Even if you and them haven't been together, there's still loyalty between the two of you. This is somebody who loves you. This is somebody who feels like you have an unbreakable bond. Yeah, do they keep repeating the same cycles? Absolutely. Okay, they do. They keep repeating the same cycles, asking for a different outcome. And now they're sitting here saying, listen, this is a pattern. I'm creating this pattern with somebody that I want to be with. And that's why I'm too busy stuck here in the 5D thinking about them, dreaming about them, wanting to be with them, instead of actually physically being with them. But there is somebody here that is jealous. They need to tell you either this person was jealous of you, or somebody is jealous about your situation, and that's the truth. Play a stupid game, win a stupid prize, right? The song is Jealous by Nick Jonas. Yeah, it's like they're jealous. They don't want anybody else around you, but at the same point in time, they keep repeating the same mistakes. You guys are good. You guys are in love. And then they have a choice. Take a look at this card. You have a choice. And it's Love Cycles by Tootsie. You have a choice. We can either come together as one, okay? After this, we can come here, or you can be alone. It's your choice, but it's the same emotional cycle, the same repeat pattern that this person keeps doing. And then they sit there and they get jealous when you are entertaining somebody else or you're talking to somebody else because they're over there sitting there saying, you know, we have a soul contract together. You know you're all I need to get by. You know that this is a predestined type of connection. But the problem is you have these patterns here. These patterns keep repeating themselves, right? Because this person was confused. What were they confused about? The spiritual connection. How does this spiritual connection relate when it comes to their emotions? In regards to this is a twin flame type of union. 6 may be significant. You could be a life path 4. Your person could be a life path 4. But you have this 6. And they're jealous because there's somebody here jealous because you have a soul contract with somebody. This is a sacred agreement between two people. This is a connection that was already established before you even decided to be born this lifetime. You guys are bound by purpose, bound by growth, bound by spiritual evolution. So this isn't accident. This is an intentional connection that you've agreed to prior to coming into this lifetime. So there is a deeper reason that you and this person have come together in this connection. And it's being guided by a higher force. But often when it's guided by this higher force, it's carrying other lessons that are requiring this person to heal. In order for you to become on this shared mission. Now, let me say this. If your person needs to heal, don't get it twisted, anime. You need to heal too. As above, so below. People don't want to admit that. One time I had a client that said, I've already done all my healing. No, the hell you've not. The moment you stop evolving is the moment you stop living. That is the truth. There will never be a time that you are completely healed because that is, or you would not be here on this earth. That is a part of our mission. However, I want to say this, you guys are coming together. Okay? Because this bond, regardless, it's undeniable. This is written in your destiny. This is a bond that reflects something where it's asking this person to recognize their purpose behind the connection. And this person is sitting here saying, what do I need to understand? What do I need to learn about the collective, right? Because this is a soul level contract where an agreement has already been signed, sealed, and delivered, representing this person's intention and purpose within sight of this commitment. But this partnership requires collaboration. It requires shared energy. This connection is not just regular, but it's constructed with a level of meaning. And with the number 6, it's all about harmony. It's all about union. It's all about responsibilities within inside of this connection. And it's also about the sacred union, but also the responsibility that comes with it. If you play a stupid game, you win a stupid prize. If you love me, you're not jealous of me. If you love me, you'll stop repeating the same cycles and understand that I'm here for you. I know we had to separate. I know you needed a level of growth here, okay? But you're all I need to get by Marvin Gaye, Because you're all I need to get by is all about devotion. And it's about two people supporting each other and uplifting each other through life. But again, this is about divine timing, which we all hate that divine timing type of energy. Whenever, wherever, whatever. It's really about this person showing up. 1111 can be significant and solidifying your connection. There's a lot of 4s here on this board. So it's about, sorry about that, guys. I got a little excited. It's all about solidifying your connection. Okay, it's all about this Beauty and the Beast. Okay, This person understands that their time is running out, that they don't have a lot of time to make amends here, that they need to come forward and they need to put forth their best foot. And again, part of this thing is about this person surrendering. The man who can never be moved is the song. They're praying, 36, okay, which is a 9. This is a twin flame. Okay, anytime you guys see the flames on these cards, it's all about the twin flame surrender. Okay, but in this cosmic surrender, it's this person letting go of control and trusting the higher plan here, trusting that at the right time, that if they let go of everything else, and they allow things to unfold naturally, that they're understanding that everything is not meant to be forced, but that there's a deeper path at play and that they're being guided. This person is being guided, okay? But they are being required to trust the process, to understand how the pieces of the puzzle are coming together. But it's about having faith in divine timing, where you recognize that's what's meant for you will align without a level of resistance. But it's also about surrendering to God's plan and knowing that the path has already been created. The plan is the path, and the path requires a level of trust when it comes to these type of connections. Because the reality is this: trust requires faith and surrender. And it's also, sometimes God asks us to have faith and trust him when everything looks the opposite. But it's to remind us that not everything needs to be understood in order to be trusted, because divine alignment is here. Everything is going to fit into its own place in its own timing, even when it's not immediately clear. Because you and this person have this spiritual connection. This person had to surrender to a higher power, and they're seeking guidance beyond the physical, which we also see here. But again, even this person in a kneeling manner praying, what it's showing is humility. It's showing a level of release, and it's showing that this person is letting go of the control and submitting to the divine. And trust the process, which ultimately replaces the resistance within inside of your connection. And this 36, 3 plus 6 is 9, 3, 6, 6, 3 could be significant, but realistically, it's about completion and the release of closing this cycle. It's about transforming and allowing what needs to end to create space that's meant for you. And the song, The Man Who Can't Be Trusted, is about devotion, patience, and holding faith in love and timing. But it also carries the energy of waiting and believing that this connection, despite the confusion and the illusion that's going on around it. This person wants to fill this void. They feel like, listen, we have unfinished business with one another. There's still something between us, unfinished, unspoken, but alive in every heartbeat. I've never stopped feeling you, and our story didn't end. It paused in the ache of silence. I'll never let you go, and if you're still holding on to, maybe it's time we make our way back. This is this person saying, I'm sorry. I know I've taken a long time. Okay? I know I should have surrendered. All right? To the connection. Okay? And I'm sorry. Because they had to surrender to the truth. Which is that there's a lot here that's not been vocalized or communicated in regards to your connection. But part of that is them activating their truth authentically, having a level of self-expression, 1-8 could be significant. 8-1 could be significant. 18 could be significant. But you have this 79 coming in here, right? And I feel like this person is having a rebirth cycle, which I'm surprised that that card hasn't come out yet. But by surrendering at the right time and understanding this is a to be continued type of energy, X Factor by Lauryn Hill, by doing that, they're able to step fully into their true self. And this is the energy where they had to remove the mask. They had to release their expectations. They had to no longer shrink something down in order for it to fit into a space that it's not meant to fit. This person is acknowledging that they're different than other people, and your connection is different to other people, and you are here to be seen. But this card also is reflecting some type of self-expression that could be radical because it's embracing the uniqueness, your quirks, your truth, and everything that makes you different. It's like this person wants to bear their all to you and show you that they are just like you after they've channeled this truth. Because this person is also weird just like you, but that weirdness is a part of the power. It's a part of the truth. It's a part of the freedom. When people ask me, what do you want in life? What is the one thing you would ask for? I want to be free. I want to be free to love who I want to love. I want to be free to do what I want to do. I want to not be shadow banned on YouTube. I want to be free. Free to be me. Free to embrace uniqueness and the quirks and the truth and everything that makes you different, because what people don't understand is that the weirdness that we all carry is what makes us unique, what sets us apart. That weirdness is your power, it's your truth, it's your freedom. This is about this person liberating themselves from the social rules, the opinions of other people, and the limitations that have been set forth. So when you are authentically activated, you no longer seek the approval from everybody else because you embody the truth. And in the past, this person suppressed that. They wore the mask. They hid their true nature. They lived in the fear of judgment by others. They would rather conform, follow society's expectations, rather than live their truth. So now they've been asked to release that, to surrender to who they truly are, and no longer be hidden. Because now the masks are being removed. They're shedding the falsities, the identities, and now they know who they are. But a part of that was the fact that they had to detach from their ego, from whatever has constructed their own identity, and become the raw, real version of themselves, embracing their uniqueness, embracing the fact that they're not like other people, and that is alone a superpower, but it's having a higher awareness of their individuality. Because freedom does exist without limitation. And this is stepping into the truth without an apology. The song is Naked by LMA, and that reflects vulnerability. Are you going to love me when I show you all of me? Are you going to run away? Are you going to be scared? What is it? Because again, there's a lot of insecurities here with you and this person where somebody here believed they were a lion when they were really a donkey. While you're over here thinking you're a cat and you're really a tiger. See, this is about revealing that shadow self, that internal reflection, and how we see each other in our own setting. Because this person saw you as the tiger, but they viewed themselves as being insecure. Why are they insecure? 56, 5-6 could be significant. 6-5 could be significant. Because it's projection. Because the reality is this: how you see yourself also influences how other people experience you, how you experience love and other connections. What you believe about yourself, you will see. So this card, what it's doing is it's highlighting the shadow self. It's highlighting your person's insecurities. Insecurities, there's a reason I colored it green. Why are they green? They're green because it's a pattern where this person is insecure with their heart and their ego. But it's also showing how two people can experience the same reality differently based on how they view themselves. One sees a level of lack, while the other one sees power. So this card is also to remind us that perception is not always the truth, but it's often a reflection. So whatever the distorted energy was, the self-imagery, okay, that's done here, okay? It's about this person acknowledging these insecurities that they mirrored and that they projected upon you. See, that's why it's 5 and a 6. It's challenges, right? It's challenging the instability with this inner conflict, and this 6 is representing the harmony, the emotional balance, and the self-love. Together, it's reflecting the journey from the inner conflicts to a level of emotional alignment. And when you do 5 plus 6, it's an 11, which is a master number representing spiritual awareness. So this person is acknowledging, because I looked at myself in a negative way, I lacked spiritual awareness and intuition and the heightened perception. So now with this deep realization, they're seeing themselves beyond the illusion. But it also carries a 2 energy representing duality relationships, and others reflect you until you see yourself clearly. Let's get into the extended. This is a really good reading. By the way, Illuminati Tarot is stealing all my content because they're a piece of shit. So if you guys see Illuminati Tarot, can you make sure that you flag them and put in their comment section some stuff? I would greatly appreciate it. All right, so let's get into this. When the collective's person looks in the mirror, who do they see? Who were they seeing in the past? Okay, somebody who wasn't sorry. Okay, what is this person seeing in the future when it comes to themselves now? Wow. They're devastated. You went from somebody that was not sorry for the way that they treated you, for the way that they handled things, to somebody who is so mortified and so embarrassed over their behavior and over their actions that it's crazy. Because they ran out of fear of their shadows. Their shadow did not allow them to acknowledge that their behavior was poor in every aspect. What was their perception of the collective in the past when they were in this energy? That you would forgive them. This popped out. You would forgive them. But also that you would be very focused on other things. And what is their perception of the collective now? Wow. Completely different. This is somebody that has a lot of remorse and a lot of regret for the way that they've handled you. By the way, all of this is going to be available on the extended. The extended is available on Vimeo. The link for that will be in the comment section below, okay? This is going to be a great extended because it's going deeper. It's giving you a deeper understanding as to why it didn't work out in the past, why there was a pause, why they blocked you, why maybe you even blocked them. Whatever it is here, it's coming in as a level of understanding and a level of enlightenment, okay? What did this person, wow. I said, what did this person need to heal? Okay. Now healed, what action does this person want to take towards the collective? What action does this person want to take towards the collective? Wow. Beautiful. These messages too, we're going to find out in the extended, because I think it creates a little bit of like a little bit of mystery. But just remember, all of this is going to be available on the extended. The extended is available on Vimeo. It's a great deep dive into your person's psyche if this reading does resonate and you're like, man, I want more of it. Okay. What is hidden that the collective needs to understand here? What's hidden that the collective needs to understand here with this individual? Okay. And what can the collective expect in the future? What can the collective expect in the near future when it comes to this person romantically? Wow. Can I show you guys really quick so you see how amazing it is? Reciprocation. Somebody here has learned a major lesson. Wow. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you guys. Whoever's coming on down to Funky Town, okay, your person, if they were sending you mixed signals, they've had their wake-up call here where they know that they were being very toxic, that they had certain attachments, and now they're in a place where they want to give you clarity. And I think that that clarity is necessary, and the clarity is coming right on time when you need it. Now, the live reading that I'm doing today on Spiritual Infusion Unfiltered, it's about what are they saying about you to people. Okay, so that is a live read. It will be really, really great. I hope that you guys come and check it out. I would greatly appreciate your love and support. But if you guys want to book a personal reading, check out any of the tarot cards. These will be up on my website as soon as they're shipped. Okay, so you guys will be able to grab the Sacred Reflections. And again, it comes with a magnetic, obviously, container. Okay, I worked really hard on this. This is the second time I'm producing it. Also comes with a guidebook. It also has the QR code. You guys can take a picture of this and scan this now. It comes with a QR code that has all of the different songs in it. Okay, so there's 100 different songs in the book. All right, it also has about me and a dedication to you guys. The other thing that I wanted to make sure that I did was one, this book is being dedicated to you guys. Okay, that also tells you how to use the cards. It also gives a description about the different symbols. So you have the heart space, the twin flame, the toxic patterns, the spiritual awakening, and the situationship. And it breaks down each one of them so that you guys can understand. If you see a lot of twin flame cards, that signifies something. If you see a lot of toxic pattern cards, that signifies something. So these cards are great. So I really do hope you guys love and enjoy them because I've worked really hard and I've tried to produce something, again, that no one has produced, okay? Nobody's given you an Apple playlist and a Spotify playlist so that you guys can listen to the song in order to interpret the card. So these cards are very interactive. You can physically see it. You can read it. You can hear it, right? So I'm trying to engage all of your senses with this card. So for those of you guys that are coming on down to the extended, please feel free to click on the link in the comment section below. It will take you straight on down to Vimeo. And with that being said, I love you. And until next time.